Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyoti Healing. In this video, we are going to see how the month of December is going to unfold for all signs. Whether you have moon in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer or Pisces, all 12 signs, this video is for you. Before we realized it's almost end of this year 2020. This is the last month, December. This year has been very different, very difficult due to different circumstances for most of us. As already mentioned in few other videos, the kind of restrictions we are all facing will continue for a few more months, and we may face some restrictions, some changes, some boundaries until Saturn moves into the sign of Aquarius. However, the situations will be definitely improve as the time progresses. Before moving on to the signs, let us see what are the planetary transits for the month of December and how they are going to affect the signs. The first change that is going to happen in December is Mercury and Sun are going to move into Sagittarius. Mars is going to move into Aries. We have Venus moving to Scorpio. December 14th we will have solar eclipse, and December 13th 14th are 2 days where we are going to have 4 or 5 planetary conjunction in the sign of Scorpio. So watch this video carefully if your sign is Aries or Scorpio. Watch this video carefully if your sign is Virgo or Gemini. If your sign is Taurus or Libra. And definitely be careful and watch the what to expect segment for the sign Sagittarius. So now we know what are the planetary transits, and let us look at what are the rest of the planetary placement. Saturn and Jupiter are going to be conjunct in the sign of Capricorn. We have Rahu in Taurus, we have Ketu in Scorpio. So these planets will be maintaining the outcome as per the previous month. However, depending on what is your moon sign, the outcome will change for each one of you. The second important thing is Mars is going into the sign of Aries. That means anger, aggression, trying to do things in a hurry is going to be on the rise. It does not mean all of us are going to do that. However, depending on where is the Aries sign in your horoscope, you will notice sudden rising emotions, some aggression or some decisions to be taken in a hurry kind of thing. Try to take your time, try to slow down. If you are angry, if you are agitated, do not act immediately. There is one good thing about this Mars, that it is going to help lot of innovations. So those of you who are in research, this is the best time. Do your best. If you are about to defend your thesis or you are about to complete some project, this Mars will help you do it. There is one more thing that applies to all signs. The coming solar eclipse is going to be in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha, and Jyeshtha is about superiority. So you will notice a general increase in people's mind about the complex that either I am less or somebody is superior, or some of them will have false bloated ego. Remember to be polite, to be humble, and always think about the other person before you try to pass any rude comment or criticize someone. Jyeshtha will always support you if you are fighting for the people who need real help. So if you are an activist, this is a great time for you, and we will notice those type of changes in the society. Now let us start with the sign Aries. So if you have moon in Aries, Then your Rashi Lord, Mars, goes to its own sign. All people are pumped up. Aries folks are looking forward to the month of December and they are ready for the next year. But will the transformation or changes be that easy? No, because we have eclipse happening in the 8th house. So when it comes to inheritance, any change, any transformation, any sudden events, there is the 4-planet, 3-planet conjunction already present in the sign of Scorpio. So don't expect much out of this, rather have minimum expectations and keep working. And then December will be a good month for you. If you have moon in Taurus, Vrishab Rashi, there is Rahu already going over your moon and that is making you little bit agitated, frustrated, because you think you have worked really hard, you deserve a lot more. People kind of appreciate you, but when it comes to getting converted into promotion, gains, new offers, it is not yet happening. You will get your chance and December will be a month where you might notice that things are working in your favor. There is a key that you have to remember, and that is get in touch with your mentors and seek their advice. If you have moon in Gemini, Mithun Rashi, your Rashi Lord Mercury is moving into the sign of Sagittarius, and that's going to go through nakshatra of Moola and Purvashada. And as you know, these are the nakshatras which are kind of very harsh nakshatras. So you might notice that the way you are communicating has changed. There is some aggression in it. You may notice that your siblings, your cousins, when they communicate with you, they are also using some aggression, aggressive language. Avoid unnecessary arguments. Try to calm down. Try to write down things so that you will be able to take the right decision. There is eclipse happening in your 7th house, and Gemini folks might find it. The eclipse is going to happen in your 6th house. So Gemini folks might get into unnecessary arguments, battles, competitions, and ultimately they may not get anything out of it. So if you can avoid any of these things, it's better. Focus your energies on self-improvement and try to find new ways of meditation so that you are ready and can work best when the opportunity comes. If you have moon in Cancer, Karka Rashi, then in November end you are just passing through the eclipse. After this lunar eclipse, you are going to go through the solar eclipse, and that is happening in your 5th house. That means anything that is related to education, creativity, productivity, new projects, anything that you want to start from the beginning has to slow down. We don't know how the eclipse energy is going to play, and hence do not take any risk which will be difficult to deal with. It's always good to reserve your resources and work with the minimum. Let the eclipse pass, and after a month or so let the energy settle down, and then you can revisit the facts. If you have moon in Leo, Simha Rashi, Leo folks are finding it very difficult because the eclipse is going to happen in their 4th house, and 4th house is about family, basic primary education, their mother, and they will have to deal with those issues whether they want it or not. The better approach would be try to be polite, try to be humble, and listen to what your family is saying. If you oppose their views, try to use a milder language, little bit thoughtful way to deal with family members. Leo folks will ultimately find success in what they are doing because the Rashi Lord is placed very well in Sagittarius. If you are doing any research, if you are trying to find origin of something, if you want to take any harsh decisions, this is a great time to do that. But always make sure you are careful about how you talk to people, and then you will get more success. If you have moon in Virgo, Kanya Rashi, then the solar eclipse is happening in your third house. That means the support that you can usually get from your teammates, your siblings, your cousins or your neighbors can suddenly become unpredictable. So don't have high hopes, rather try to work with minimum of support and there will be less frustration. Mercury, your Rashi Lord, is moving to the Sagittarius and it's going through the nakshatras like Mula and Purvashada, which are harsh nakshatras. So always be careful about the kind of language you use when talking to others, when you are angry or whenever you are trying to get some help from others. Using softer language, making sure that the other person is not hurt will be more beneficial. If you have moon in Libra, Tula Rashi, then the eclipse is happening in your second house. Libra folks are already sensing that heat. The second house is about your speech, your family values and your earning. So you might have noticed that there are some ups and downs in that area. Your Rashi Lord Venus is conjunct Ketu. That means you have fear about losing some of your contacts, some of your friends, some of your relationships and not getting the best out of it. But remember, it can be just fear. It may not actually happen. It's always good to have less expectations from your relationships and think about the other person first. That way, your mind will be prepared about some frustration, some discomfort, and the best way is to deal with it as if it is karmic. And if you can go through this, the next month will be way better for you. Because Ketu usually gives. So you will have people around you, you will have relationships, you will have good contacts, but you will have to make sure that you are satisfied with whatever you have. If you have moon in Scorpio, Vrishchik Rashi, Scorpios are getting the center stage for the month of December. And when I say that, it is because the solar eclipse is happening in Scorpio. They are going through the 4 and 5 planet conjunction and having Saturn and Jupiter in the third house from their moon, they are already burdened. Kids may not be feeling this, but most of the adults are already sensing this. Does that mean Scorpios are going to have a very difficult time? No. Rather, when Mars moves into their 6th house, Scorpions are going to gather all the energy to go ahead in the competition. Once the eclipse is over and energy starts settling down, Scorpions are going to bounce back and get what they are looking for. So if you are a Scorpio listening to this video, make sure you work hard, make sure you do all the efforts, use softer language, take care of your relationships, and the success is going to be yours. Even if you have Jupiter and Saturn in your third house, you just have to remember that the fears that you have in your mind are things that are happening slowly, are for your own betterment. This is good for you and hence things are slowing down. So get adjusted to that rhythm, that pace, and being a Scorpio, you have a lot of patience. Use it. This is going to be a great month for you to go ahead of your competition. If you have moon in Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, in month of December, you have Sun and Mercury moving into Sagittarius. December is a month where you will have to let go of your ego. Because if you have that ego, you are going to take a step that you will repent in future. So no ego, think about the other person in relationships. You may notice that your bosses, your um, higher management is kind of using very harsh words, not treating you with respect, but just ignore it and keep working. The best thing to get from Purvashada and Mula Nakshatra is working for others, helping them, supporting them, and going to the root of every issue, every problem, or any project that you are doing. It's always good to take a look at every minute detail before you come to any conclusion. Mars is transiting through your fifth house, and that is going to be great help for you because it will help you in taking care of issues related to education, creativity, any projects that you are dealing with. So make use of it. Sagittarius folks have eclipse happening in the 12th house, and 12th house is about your private space. That means Sagittarius people are going through a lot of turmoil. They have emotions going high and low in their own private space. They have started feeling the isolation. I would suggest this is a good opportunity to be spiritual, to look inwards and use this for self-improvement. Sign up for any course, any class which will help you get a certification, improve any aspect of life that you wanted to do since long. And December will be a great month for that. Rahu is transiting through your 6th house from Moon, and that is a great placement. You don't have to be afraid of your competition. Just remember that you are equally good and keep working. If you have Moon in Capricorn, Makar Rashi, you must be thinking there is Saturn already going over my Moon, and what else can I expect in the month of December? Well, Saturn is going over your Moon. That means it is giving you an opportunity to make sure that you are not harsh on yourself. Think about what are your good qualities. Think about what are your assets. Right now Jupiter is with Saturn. That is a big blessing. Capricorn folks can do lot of work when Jupiter is transiting over their Moon, and they will gain lot of success. As far as the financial gains go, they will come, but they will come slowly. Your work may be recognized in your organization, in the society, and this is a good period for Capricorn folks. For Capricorn, the solar eclipse is happening in the 11th house, and 11th house is about your elder siblings. It is about your friend circles. It is about your economic network circles. So just make sure that you are not taking any unnecessary risk related to these three things. You will have gains, you will have friends, but this is a temporary period where you feel like you are going away from them or you are losing something. But that's not the reality. Hang in there and continue your efforts. If you have Moon in Aquarius, Kumbha Rashi, let us see how the month of December will be for you. For Aquarius folks, the eclipse is happening in their 10th house. What does that mean? That means Aquarius folks might feel like their social recognition, their visibility in their organization is kind of lowering, or it is not there. But remember, eclipses are not permanent. That's a temporary thing. So don't lose your focus. Don't feel disheartened. Keep working and you will get what you are looking for. It's a great idea to get in touch with your teachers and advisors and seek their advice. Getting in touch with mentors is going to be very helpful for Aquarius folks. Aquarius folks can use month of December to write down their goals for the next year. They can also write a gratitude journal, and if you are into any publications, this is a great month for you to complete your books or the book series that you are working on. Aquarius folks can also have a lot of success even if you don't agree with your mentors or your gurus. It's a good idea to listen to them and try to follow as much as you can. You may feel some discomfort, you may feel some dissatisfaction the way they are talking to you or the way they are handling the issues that you are talking about. But don't expect much in that department. Just listen to them and try to follow as much as you can. If you are thinking about switching your jobs or switching your careers, I would suggest let the eclipse energy settle down and then you can take that decision. Usually any decision should be avoided around eclipses because the energy is not settled, our mind is not at peace or very steady, and hence we can make any mistakes. If you have moon in Pisces, Meen Rashi, then let us see how the month of December is going to unfold for you. For Meen Rashi, the solar eclipse is going to happen in their 9th house. That means they are confused at that point. Pisces folks are finding that they are directionless. They are feeling they are kind of wasted this whole year. Some Pisces folks are thinking, I am doing all my work, I am trying to do better for everybody else, and how come I am not getting what I am looking for? Here is one thing to remember. When Jupiter, your Rashi Lord, is conjunct with Saturn, you will have to have patience. More patience and get used to staying away from fame. Remember, this is not a permanent thing. Jupiter will move into Aquarius and things will be even better for you. Pisces so far had really good year, but they are very ambitious folks. So they were thinking they should have achieved way more than what they are given. If you feel down, if you feel nervous, or if you are feeling frustrated, the best way is you can take up any hobby. Maybe it is writing, maybe it is painting, coloring, doing Sudoku, crossword puzzle, or expressing yourself in front of the camera. Do that in the month of December and you will start noticing that your frustration is lowering slowly. You've had a great year and even the month of December is going to be really good. So have patience and hope things will work in your favor. Month of December is going to be really good for the people who are into basic research, who are into fields related to plants and medications from plants. Month of December will be in general very good for people who are into holistic healing or alternative healing therapies. Those of you who are into innovative fields related to machinery, automobiles, all of you will be having a great month irrespective of your moon sign. So continue your efforts and enjoy the fruits of hard work. Hope this helps all of you to understand how to look at the month of December and what to expect from it and what care to take so that you have minimum losses and minimum risks. Wish you all happy December, happy holidays, and I look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to comment on this video, like this video, share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu.